Are you a official photographer today?
Behind Geordie then.
Long run in the front.
All right, well, I'm now getting instructions on the other ones. Okay, Nicholas, have you got a microphone? You're going to... the horse leading, not surprised.
Parade of Heroes is sponsored by Racing for Change, which is the part of the BHA which deals with modernising racing as best they feel fit. Now then, Nicky, Supreme Glory is the horse behind Monseigneur with the white sheet on. He's a Welsh
national winner.
Welsh national winner, if my memory serves him right.
Trained by Pat Murphy.
Pat Murphy, who trains in East Garston, and you may have seen him when you went down there this morning, although it looks as if he may be part of the Heroes.
Paddock now is a Cheltenham Festival winner. Sold by B. Gersey, ridden by B. Gersey when he won at the Cheltenham Festival. This horse is unbeaten this season, including a win at the Cheltenham Festival. It takes a fairly good horse to maintain an unbeaten record and include a Cheltenham Festival win as well. This horse was ultra impressive. Many people felt, you can see the horse coming up, this is Long Run in front, then we've got the two Heroes horses, then Bosworth.
Long Run is...
Long Run, he even answers his own name.
Yes, jumping and kicking.
Isn't he a fantastic
Look
animal? Here we go, this is Monseigneur just coming up to us in Supreme Glory. And then right behind them, the first of the horses being led is Bosworth, and then Oscar Whiskey, this horse who won the Welsh Champion Hurdle at Fos last, fulfilling a dream of his owners, Di Walters, the Supremo behind Fos last. This horse again, Oscar Whiskey, he was sold by none other than Norman Williamson.
And then of course he won the Aintree Hurdle.
Certainly did.
On Grand National Day.
And looked a real star in the making when he did that as well. Given a great ride by Barry Gersey, who's filled my shoes a lot better than I filled them myself when I rode for Ed Henderson.
Rubbish.
But he won a race horse.
Too modest. Too modest.
Yeah, this horse, the last one coming up here, is a horse that I've got several pictures proudly hanging on my wall, and I would have to say it's probably one of my favourite horses of all time, and it's Fonmort. He was a great friend to Nicky and myself for a long time, Cheltenham Festival winner when he won the Ryanair, got very narrowly beaten by this, that and the other in it as well. But what a racehorse he was. It's a shame he didn't stay, because I had a ride in the Grand National on him, and as good a ride, I was looking up to win the race on Rough Quest, but trust me, this horse gave me as good a ride, if not better. He jumped from fence to fence, and just unfortunately for us, we have to go around again, because if it was only one circuit, he'd have been delighted, and I think he definitely would have won. But that's Fonmort. He looks absolutely amazing. Tracy Brown, he keeps him now. He's here today with Dempsey as well. They travel as an item. They're almost inseparable, and two great horses they've been for Tracy and Bill. But Fonmort is definitely a friend of mine and a friend of ours with the Henderson team.
I ought to tell you now about this chestnut horse going up here, which is called Prime Defender. He's trained at Farringdon Place by Barry Hills. He's a 7-year-old, still a full horse, and he was bought for only 14,000 guineas as a yearling at Doncaster. He's a bit of a grumpy old bugger who'd happily kick you out of the stable, but he's given everyone at Farringdon Place lots to smile about over the years. As a 2-year-old, he ran 5 times, winning twice. He should have won 3 times. He was knocked sideways during one of the valuable Doncaster sales races at York, where he finished an unlucky third, dropped almost 600 kilos, the weight of a jumper. And this year he's being aimed at the repeat for Haydock and York, which he did last year. If you value your hands, I wouldn't give him a pat, but he's a real stalwart of the Barry Hills team.
Now back to these the other ones coming up here. We've also got Dempsey here as well. Now, as we say, himself and Fonmort are almost an item. They go everywhere together. And this horse was a prolific winner. He's also running some fantastic races as well, Dempsey. When you look down through his farm and you see the horses that beat him, he was beaten by the likes of Viper, Steadies, the unseated rider in a race won by Kodo Star in the Tingle Creek. But he's been a real great servant to Tracy Brown, Dempsey, and was trained by Mark Pittman. He was, but he looks fantastic. He really does.
The gentleman on the other side of Dempsey is Ben, one of Nicky's assistant trainers, who's going to...
That's Restless Darte, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Restless Darte. Well,
okay.
Many of you who are aficionados of the Farnbrook and records will know that Restless Darte was A.P. McCoy's 3,000 winner. That is his claim to fame, and well, Anne Henderson says that is his claim to fame. But it's not a bad claim to have, to be A.P. McCoy's 3,000 winner, and will we be lucky enough to see him ride 4,000? The way he's going, I see no reason why not. But Restless Darte, yeah, he'll be sadly missed, Tom, because he's been a real asset to the Seven Barrows team, and he's a Jordan. That's amazing.
Jamie has centred his whole summer around seeing Geordie Land come storming up that hill at Ascot, hopefully to win the Ascot Gold Cup on the Thursday, and we wish them well with that. There's no Yates this year, so maybe he will be lucky. Now, before we do the schooling session, I must ask all the people on the upper Lambourn side of the all-weather track by the horse ambulance. I'm afraid you can't stay there for the schooling session, so I'd ask everybody on the far side of the all-weather, unless you're an official member of the organising team. He's amazing. He's a 7-year-old full horse. I know he's following a gelding, but he's remarkably... Oh, sorry, he still seems quite pleased with him for some reason. Anyway.
Penny that goes into the buckets that you see collected.
They've got a plastic base to them. On the takeoff side, they've got a board at the bottom and an orange bar at the top. So they're imitation racing hurdles, but they are... they can't make many risks with them. There's only the top 6 inches or so that will give way. The rest is fairly solid. But we're
They're using these a lot in Ireland now.
Absolutely, they race over them in Ireland.
They do a lot, because the one thing that's most expensive of all is the replacement of hurdles when they get broken, and they cost about, I think it's nearly £1,000 a section now. Whereas if you buy these, it's an expensive layout, but they last.
They last a lot longer. And these are what the trainers use up on the gallops in the mornings for once they've got horses jumping over very small obstacles. This is the practice full-size hurdle, and you can see this horse.
We can see young Andrew Tinker.
Yeah.
Schooling, just going to have a little go. Toy at one of the stalls.
Was she female? Right, the jockey in the orange cap, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Sam Whaley-Cohen, who rode the winner on long run of this year's Cheltenham Gold Cup, and of course was second in the Grand National.
He certainly was. Also won a King George on long run, and you'll see this afternoon the difference between these two guys. Sam is wearing the orange cap. Sam does it for the love of it. Andrew does it for the money.
Although he's not getting paid today, I hope.
Well,
there we are.
But you'll see as well that Andrew is a very accomplished jockey. He's ridden an awful lot of winners, and he really has improved. But you'll see Sam doesn't ride as often as somebody like Andrew, but you'll also see he's extremely capable. Very neat. Sam Welly going nice. There he is.
And go to the schooling ground. Where is he?
He's probably been in warming up in the simulator.
Is that what she's called? Sam Whaley-Cohen, of course, is also a businessman in his own right. He has a I'm not quite sure what the collective noun is for a group of dental practices. Portman Dental Practices is his company, and Sam's day job is to run his company, which owns Sam on the far side, Andrew on this side.
Nice and neat there. There we go. Oh, a bit tight. Oh,
Nicely together. And he knows what as I do. Okay. He knows what as I do, but if they're going to meet the fence wrong, to ride them at it, we'll put them on the floor. And so the idea is to sit still, make sure the horse shortens his stride, and then tries to pop over it without falling.
Well, move over the amateurs now. Here we go. Champions past and present. What's he? 16 times champion jockey AP McCoy is about to be crowned.
John on this side. They're going to go one round the other.
Here we go. AP doing what he does best. There we go. That's it. It all looks so.
Isn't it? Something like 25, 26 years ago.
86 he retired, I think
it is, yeah, 25 years ago. And he's still...
He looks as good, he looks like he could ride now, Jay Frankham.
Well, the wonderful thing about him is if you ever get him to get on a green horse that's never jumped anything before, he is just unbelievable at giving a horse confidence to jump. I'm just a bit worried about my horse box getting into that hedge up there, Mick. I hope Murphy is driving it knows where he's going, because it looks like he's just sort of gone head first into the hedge. Anyway, that was slightly distracting me. But John is just a joy to watch on any horse. Getting him to jump, and just oozes confidence with him.
But as well, AP is not just a one-trick pony. Everybody thinks.
Looks like you want to go together. I hope so, because AP will want to win.
John Franklin then to be undone. Just watch him now. Two legends like AP McCoy and John Franklin schooling together upside. So I think we'd all like to see them do it again, wouldn't we? Yeah, you see, right boys, we'll do it again. Come on.
There you go, boys. Trainer says once more, please. And pretty Nicky.
I need to get Angie back.
Right, if anybody's seen Cat Forward.
Right, for quite a few of the local trains, Oliver Sherwood, Eddie Hearn, one of the country's top flat jockeys, so it'll be interesting to see how Eddie gets on. He's very enthusiastic, enjoys his hunting, Eddie. There will be a little bit of a haze to him at the moment. Sam looks like, you're going to give him a lead, Sam, or not?
Sam needs a lead, looking at his.
Tony McCoy just giving Eddie Hearn a few pointers. Uh-oh. Apparently Ennis has put his goggles down. He's worried about the kickback, which is bizarre because he's in front. But anyway, here we go. This is Eddie Hearn, the flat jockey in front, followed by Sam Jones. Come down to the first. Oi, hi! Not totally conventional, but we'll go down to the second. You see one. Jump back nicely. Sam behind the professional. Down to the last. Absolutely wing the first and then wing the second as well. And